Hey, welcome back. I'm Bourbon Man. This is Mr. Neat. Today we have a 6-bottle lineup coming out of Limestone Branch Distillery. These are all Yellowstone bottles that were named after the Yellowstone National Park that opened in 1872. So the original Yellowstone name for the bourbon has also been around since 1872.
You know, 3 poor decisions. They need no introduction.
First one we've got here is their 93 proof small batch bourbon, a 100 proof small batch bourbon finished in rum casks. We've got another 100 proof bourbon, this time finished in toasted oak staves, a 100 proof single malt whiskey, 6-year, 107 proof bourbon, and we've got a Star Liquor Pick, 119 proof. We're thinking, what, 6-7 years on that one probably?
I think it's around 7 to 8 years old.
7 to 8? Okay.
Yep. And then this one was actually a 108 proof single malt.
108 proof.
Yeah, 108 proof single malt. We're going to try these for y'all. We already have them poured up. We're going to go from your left to right, which is the 93 proof, all the way to the 119 straight bourbon store pick. Just going to let y'all know what we think. We're not really going to rank these 0 out of 10 or anything like that. We're just going to kind of give some brief notes on these, how well these drank, the finishes on them, are they good sippers, things like that. So we're going to get right into it with the 93 proof straight bourbon. A little light in color.
It is, yeah, it's a little light. It looks really, really young. Did they age state that one?
I mean, if I had to guess, it's 4 years, right?
Right, it's got to be. It smells youthful too. Like, it smells like not almost like a cornfield, like would you get off of like a American Light whiskey, but it's like a cornbread almost.
Yeah, it's definitely youthful. I would definitely say it's at that 4-year mark. For 93 proof, I've seen other bourbons that are just as light as this one, and the biggest note that I'm pulling on the nose is apple. I'm pulling a lot of apple. Yeah,
A little bit of apple. What you're getting is apple that I'm getting is like that cornbread, like sweetness.
Yeah.
It actually smells pretty good.
It does smell decent.
Give it a try. There's that apple. Yeah, apple falls through on the palate for sure.
Apple and vanilla, that's really the only things I pull on this. And some corn, of course, it is a bit youthful, even on the palate. Not a ton of spice on that.
We did say that's a bourbon.
It is bourbon.
I asked because that's got a lot of those traditional like rye flavors on it. The apple, like grassy kind of almost. But I actually kind of like that one.
It's not bad. The finish isn't horrible for what it is. Going back to the nose, now I'm pulling quite a bit of cinnamon. Sounds almost like an apple cinnamon on the nose. It's actually pretty good.
A little bit.
Yeah, for a youthful 93 proof bourbon, this is actually a pretty decent sipper.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So Jake, what was the MSRP on the Yellowstone Select?
It's $34.99.
So that's really not bad for, honestly, how well that drinks. It's in line with a lot of other bottles out there that are, decent.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. So we're going to move into now the rum finished 100 proof and let y'all know what we think of this one.
Yeah. So this one comes in at $49.99.
I actually enjoy the nose on that.
That's rum finish?
That's rum finish. Yep. Oh yeah, there's definitely some oak there. There's a little bit of spice. That rum comes through on the nose pretty well.
It's strong.
Color's still a little light. I'd say it's still right there on par with maybe a tad darker than a 93, but I don't think by much. And I don't know the age statement on this either. If y'all know what the age statement of these are, feel free to drop it in the comments so you can share it with us and share it with everybody else that's watching this. I still get that apple. That apple's still there. That cinnamon still comes through just like it does on a 93. So it's almost like maybe that's some traditional base notes for their bourbon.
Maybe so.
So then you add some rum to that, and there's almost like a little bit of like smokiness. I know that, the toasted cask finish is coming up next. There's almost like a little bit of smokiness.
Yeah. I'm expecting these two to be smokier than any of them. Single malt for sure, and then toasted.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because you said it, but I do get a little bit of that apple. It could just be because you said it.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, next time you're sipping some bourbon, if there's anybody around you, just have them holler out just a flavor, a tasting note, just at random, just anything, and then you get to thinking about it to see if you potentially pick that up on the nose or the palate of the bourbon, whiskey, rye, scotch, whatever it is you might be sipping on.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, right. The palate is a little bit better on this one than the 93. I like the increase in the proof. Again, I'm still getting that apple. A little bit of corn is still in there. A bit more like rye spice or something in this one. The rum's really not coming across that strong on the palate, though.
No, I'll be honest. I'm not really feeling that one.
Not really a fan of that one?
No, I get the rum. I definitely get the rum, but it's not like, that's not a killer for me.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I think the nose is better than the palate on that one.
For sure.
I mean, it's still, a decent sipper, but then that one did step up to what, $49.99, right? So now we're talking stepping up quite a bit more than the Select. Right. And for $49.99, gosh, that opens up the door to,
so much other stuff.
Yeah, potentially picking up so many other bottles. I mean, it's not horrible, but I do think there's better out there for $49.99.
For sure. And again, we were all there at one point, right? Getting into finishes.
Oh, yeah.
Finishes are expensive these days, right? I mean, you just look behind us. So many finishes that are just super expensive. Some of them worth it, some of them not.
Right.
So if you're trying to get into the world of finished whiskey, $49.99 isn't really a bad place to start. This one may not be for me, but I'm sure there's a group of people out there that absolutely loves this bottle. That's fine, but it's not for me.
Absolutely.
There's definitely people out there that love rum finishes in general, and I'm sure this one is someone's favorite.
I would have to agree. And the 100 proof area there, the 100 proof, that's honestly a good starting point too for some folks that are getting into whiskeys. I mean, you're not going anything like too potent, too strong, too hot. But you're not going anything that might be a little too watered down.
Right, lacking in flavor.
Lacking in flavor to where then it might be an immediate turnoff because maybe there's not enough flavor there for you to pick up and actually enjoy. 100 proofs definitely I think is a good spot to start out. 93 is still not a bad area to start.
No.
But going down into like the 70s and 80s, I just think that's I don't know. I mean, if that's what you grew up on, hey, drink what you like and like what you drank. But
for sure. So
this is the 100 proof toasted oak stave finish bourbon whiskey, and I went in on the nose, a minute ago, and I do get quite a bit more oak on this. A whole lot more sweetness, like caramels and vanillas. It actually kind of drowns out the apple and the cinnamon that I was picking up previously.
It does. I get a lot less smoke on this one than I think we should be getting. It does smell pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it actually smells wonderful.
It's the best one we smelled so far.
Oh, immediately. So much sweeter on the palate.
Yep.
First thing I get is like a rush of like burnt sugar sweetness. Almost like the sweetness that you would expect to get on a wheated. I mean, this is not too bad. I love the rye spice finish on this.
No, not at all. And that one, again, was at $49.99, just like the rum finish. So you can almost have your pick there on which one you'd prefer if you're just getting into it. Or why not have both? If that's your thing.
Right. I mean, that's actually good. I mean, there's a decent amount of oak influence in that. I don't think it's overly complex.
No.
I mean, it does drink pretty well. And, I'd say if you like toasted, finished bourbons, I mean, give it a try. I don't know yet, though, if it's quite worth the $50 mark, though. I'm not sure.
No, I was just putting out there, like, if you're trying to get into it, like, toasted stuff in general is, like, typically pretty expensive. Mm-hmm. This is probably an entry-level, one, flavor profile, and B, price.
Right.
That you can find, at least over the state of Ohio, everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And in Kentucky, I know it's pretty, I mean, you might have to look for it, but you'll find it, no problem.
Yep. I will say, if anyone watching this lives in Ohio or you're close to Ohio, I believe some of these bottles are actually on sale right now for $39.99 in the state of Ohio. So, therefore, to be able to pick these up at $39.99, hey, that's probably worth the pickup.
Yeah.
But at the MSRP of $49.99, I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about it.
That's fair.
I mean, I am moving on to the 108 single malts. This is the one that I'll probably like the least.
Yeah.
I've tried some really good single malts, but I don't know that this one is going to be one of those that I could say is actually really good.
I don't know that I've ever tried this bottle.
See,
I've heard horror stories from him and Rye Guy about this bottle. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to taste it, and we're going to see how I feel about it.
I'll tell you, on the nose immediately, I definitely get that single malt. I'm going to call it a single malt funk. It's a single malt funk. I picked this up on almost every single malt. To me, it's almost like a little bit of chlorine, and it's kind of grassy.
Yeah,
Like
it's definitely grassy.
Yeah, kind of grassy, like you would expect to get in certain ryes, especially like 100% rye.
Bottoms up.
But kind of some chlorine. Oh gosh. And look, the colors.
It's on the palate.
And the color of this, if you can see it in the camera, I mean, it's right about where the previous 100 proof finishes and the 93 is. So for being a higher proof, I mean, it's sure not like any darker.
Are you sure you didn't like pull that out of the pool before you closed it this year? That's like...
No, look, I mean, that's not for me. And again, I'm sure there's a group out there that absolutely love single malts. I mean, that's what they love. Just like there's some folks out there that love very peaty scotches. They love that heavily smoked tasting, scotch and stuff. I'm sure there's a group out there that really, really loves this. And if any of you are watching and you like this, like, hey, have at it. Again, it is a bottle that's $49.99 is the MSRP. I don't believe this is one that is currently on sale in the state of Ohio. I mean, it might be, but I don't think it is. So $49.99. I've had much better single malts. I absolutely just get a ton of, like bright green, herbal, grassy, borderline chlorine notes, like a chemical chlorine note. So
Yeah.
not for me, but to each their own.
Yeah,
If you enjoy it, you drop us a comment and you let us know just how much you love it. So on to the 107 proof 6-year. Color is definitely a little bit darker. I don't know that it quite represents something of a 6-year 107 in color.
No.
I mean, a nose is pretty enjoyable though. I mean, you could tell there's a little bit more proof there.
A little bit more going on.
Yeah. I don't think there's really any ethanol there, but you definitely get more of that spice on the nose.
Yeah.
And this one really isn't so much apple, but this is more of like a red fruit. This is almost like cherry, possibly even like grape.
I do get the cherry, just a little bit though. It's a very there's a lot going on, but what you do get is almost like it's muted. Right? Like it's there. You can tell it's there, but it's not like punchy in any way, which is fine.
Yep.
Especially for $49.99, I think.
Yeah, that one's also $49.99.
It's not bad. 107 proof, red label. I don't know what they were trying to do there, but let's see what it tastes like.
Yeah, I mean that's just like some oak and sweet cherry on the nose. So definitely not a bad nose by any means.
Oh man, I don't know if it's because we just did the single malt, but I get a little bit of that like smoky, kind of like cleaner note you were talking about on that one.
Yeah, I mean, this is one that I think the nose is better than the palate.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some oak, maybe a little bit of fruit on the palate, not extremely complex. And I'm not really crazy about the finish. The finish is almost borderline like tannic.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very complex. So, again, $49.99 MSRP on that. 107. I mean, you could tell that the proof is there, but there's really not enough flavors and lasting finish to back that up.
No, there's not.
There's really not.
I would definitely want more out of something that's 107 proof and 6
Right.
years old. Like I've had 6-7-year-old bourbon that's like, that's it.
Right.
That's good
right,
stuff.
Right.
And that's just,
I have
unfortunately,
too.
that's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it, guys.
So here we go. This is the 119 Star Liquor store pick. Star Liquor's located in Kentucky. Estimated based on the dump date and when we acquired this bottle, we're estimating between 7 and 8 years old, I believe. I know you had mentioned like six or 7 or 5 or 6, and I was like 7 or 8. You know, I want to say it's between 7 and 8 years old. Again, based on the dump date and the date that we acquired this.
This one smells very reminiscent
This one smells good.
of the same one. I think it's very reminiscent of that one.
Really?
I think so. You can tell that there's, again, the other one was very muted, right? But this one's got a little bit more going on. It's a little less muted, a little more opened up. You can really kind of smell what's going on.
I mean, the nosing on this is like so much deeper. So deeper oaks, the deeper fruits. There's actually vanilla and a caramel, which is typical flavors. You almost hear everybody mention that, oh, there's vanilla on this and there's caramel on this. I mean, that's almost on every bourbon and whiskey that you try. But this 119 like really brings it out, honestly, and the additional age on this. I think the nose on this is quite good. I do wish that it was a little bit darker.
I know. Like, it scares me because every single one of these has been pretty light.
Right.
And you've seen me. You guys have seen me pick these up and do this. It's like...
Yeah, if we were pouring these out of like an opaque Glen, then, you know, and maybe that's what we should do sometime. We should go with some opaque Glens to where we can't really see the color. So we can't be biased based on something that looks like apple juice or, you know, green
Motor
tea
oil.
or something like that. Or something that's as dark as motor oil. You know, that way we won't go in biased thinking like, oh, this is so light, it's not going to have a ton of flavor. Oh my gosh, this is so dark that this is absolutely just going to, you know, shock my palate.
Right.
But I do wish it had a little bit more color to it. I'm going to try to be as unbiased as I can on the palate. But I will say that the nose on this, I thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah. Going back to the opaque Glens, what do you guys think? I know you guys have had to have seen some other guys do it. You think that's something that would be worth giving, you know, for us to give a shot? Let us know down below. You know, we can't gauge what you guys want to see if you don't tell us. So let us know.
That is true. So better mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of with you there, Jake. I'm not really that crazy on the palate of this. Again, it's still something that's not extremely complex. Like the nose is more complex than the palate is.
Yes.
I wish more was truly transferring over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like just the basic bourbon notes that you get. So look, I mean, if you like a basic bourbon, you like some of the vanillas, you like some of the caramels, you like a little heat, you like some rye spice. I mean, this bottle would check all those boxes for you.
It would.
Or if you're looking for something to make a good old fashioned with, or, you know, use in a Manhattan, something like that. Again, this would be a good bottle because it brings that proof to where once you dilute it out with some other, you know, flavorings and stuff like that you use to make an old fashioned, you know, it'd still have like a decent bourbon / whiskey punch to it.
Right.
But
Only-
outside of that,
Yeah, well, I was going to say, the only issue with putting that in your old fashioned is that it is $64.99.
I was just
I can
going to
think
say
of some other cheaper,
Right,
higher
right.
proof stuff.
Yeah.
Benchmark. Big House 120.
Big House
If
120,
you use an old fashioned, that would run you about half
Yep.
the cost, if not more.
which is Sazerac, comes out of Buffalo Trace as well.
Right.
And then just the OG Old Forester 100 proof 1 liter
Right.
bottle that you can pick up relatively cheap. I mean, in the state of Ohio, I believe right around like $23-ish.
Right.
I mean, that is a solid bottle. But again, that's a 100 proof, great flavor. This is 119. This is going to add a little bit more punch to that old fashioned.
Here's one. Old Granddad 114.
Old Granddad
It's
114.
about, what, 20 or 30 bucks, depending on where you find it.
Yeah, yeah, like 20 bucks in it, something like that. I don't think it's that much, is it?
Depending, I've seen some Kentucky places like the market at like 30 bucks or so, but if you can get it at like a Costco, I'll give you a hint. The one in northern Kentucky has it for like $19.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Just by all means.
That's a good price for a pretty good bottle as
Yeah.
well. So again, this 119 store pick, it's not anything over the top. Just really some traditional bourbon whiskey notes is really all that you get. I mean, there's a slight bit of fruit in there, maybe ever so slightly. There is quite a bit of oak, caramel, vanilla. I mean, you might be able to pull just like a little bit of cinnamon. I mean, the nose is absolutely great, but the palate is just kind of And for 65 bucks, I just don't know. But if you've tried this and you like this, again, drop it. Let us know in the comments, of course, and then let everyone else know that's watching this.
It's kind of funny. Usually it's the other way around when we do a lineup like this, but that last one seems to have everything I don't like from the rest of the bottles punched into that one. Which usually is the opposite, right? So we do a lineup and it's like, okay, this is good. Right. That's got a good quality. That's got a great quality. And then the last one is like, okay, let's put all of that together. And that's what we get. Right. Unfortunately for Yellowstone, it's quite the opposite.
So there's one bottle that we don't have sitting here in front of us, and I've kind of been on the fence about picking it up, and it's the Yellowstone 101. I've noticed like so many different variants of that bottle. I think like from year to year, batch to batch kind of thing. And for a 101 proof at the price that they try to get for that bottle, I just been on the fence to pick it up. I don't know. Neither of us have tried it. Right. I mean, Rye Guy hasn't even tried the 101 either. If any of you have tried it and it's actually good and it's better than any of these that we have sitting here, please let us know, because I'd love to actually try something from Yellowstone that I could potentially fall in love with. Out of the 6, I know none of these were really like a fan favorite to you. But if you had to pick one, what do you like the best?
That's fair. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Toasted.
The Toasted?
I think the Toasted was, like I said, it's like if you're trying to get in the finishes, and maybe Toasted in specific, yeah, that's drinkable. That will get you there, right? That will get you to experience what a toasted bourbon should taste like, because it's got it all. Even I'm sure if we went back to it, you could probably find some burnt marshmallow sitting in there somewhere, right?
Oh, yeah.
Burnt marshmallow, maybe a little graham cracker in there. I mean...
It actually smells really good.
It does.
That smells very, very good.
It smells like a campfire. All that smoke that I was talking about earlier, it smells like a campfire. And it tastes similar to that as well. So I know we were kind of harsh on a lot of these, but if there's one that I think you should maybe keep your eye out on, especially on sale, is that Toasted Oak. I think it's definitely worth the pickup if you're trying to get into finished stuff. And your favorite was a single malt.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I love that single malt. No, I mean, going back to that Toasted, that nose is phenomenal. I think that's got the best nose out of any of these. At 100 proof Toasted, I think, is where it's at.
Do they do picks of that, do you know? I'd be curious to see what a honey barrel of that is like.
I don't think they do. I really don't think so. What else you got for the people? Anything?
Yellowstone, if you're watching, we would love to pick a barrel of your Toasted.
We're already linked up with some retailers too. We know where we could run this barrel through. So if you're interested in having us do a pick, hey, let us know. Our contact information is in the description of this video. Also in the description of this video will be links to a podcast we want to give a shout out to. Status Pending Podcast is a true crime podcast focusing on cases that are unsolved, unresolved, or have lingering questions. They have a mini series going on right now, or actually I believe it's already out, about missing persons in Yellowstone National Park. So we are good friends with those who run that podcast. They let us know that they actually did a Yellowstone series on that. And I'm like, wow, we planned on doing a Yellowstone Bourbon, Limestone Branch Distillery. video. We wanted to give them a shout out. They are absolutely amazing. Their links will be in the description of this video. Please go check them out. If you're into like true crime podcasts, things like that, you will absolutely love them. We have a store pick that's going to be dropping soon with Maker's Mark. Yep.
So excited for that one.
Yes, that's going to be
so
awesome.
Excited.
We're actually going to be doing a bottle signing on site at the retailer where it's going to be released.
Be the first opportunity to ever come and meet all three of us at a designated location all at the same time. We will all three be there the entire time. If one of us isn't there, we're not there.
Right.
None of us are going to be there. All three of us will be there at the same time all day. Signing bottles, meeting you guys, you know, whatever it ends up being, it ends up being. We're looking forward to it. This is the first chance we've ever had to do anything like this.
Right.
We know for a fact it will not be the last.
No. And thank you so much for sticking with us till the end. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And just remember, there are no bad decisions.
Just 3 poor decisions.
Cheers.
Cheers.